Hi, welcome to Christensen Wealth Management. I'm Michael Christensen, and thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this weekly stock market update for the week ending Friday, September 7th, 2018. I am in Denver today and wanted to make this week's video at one of my favorite buildings, the old Colorado National Bank building. It is now a hotel, but it still retains much of its financial appeal. You will see in the tour I'm about to give you that the hotel and former bank was built in 1915, has many of the characteristics that I would say give it sort of a New York Stock Exchange feel. And one of the things I like best is the meeting rooms are old bank vaults. So if there's any building in Denver that I would enjoy having my office in, it is definitely this Colorado National Bank building. Well, let's go ahead and give you the tour, and then I'll come right back and give you the charts and commentary. Enjoy the look around. Okay, looking at the chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average since November 1st, we have the 5-day moving average in red is above the 20-day moving average in blue, indicating that we are in a short-term strength confirmation right now. And the 20-day moving average in blue is above the purple 50-day moving average, indicating an intermediate-term strength confirmation. The last week has been flat to slightly lower. Nothing significant from the Dow. We are at the same price on Friday, September 7th as we were on August 27th. We're still a ways away from the January 26th high, and we're about 700 points away from that January 26th high. So we'll see if we can get there, but just going sideways for the moment. Lots of strength, no concern here, just blue sky for the Dow Jones Industrial Average for the current week. Here is the chart of the S&P 500 since November 1st, 2017, and you can see we've been in a nice uptrend since April 2nd of 2018. Right now we are currently sitting right above the January 26th high. As of this recording on Friday, September 7th, it is trading at $2,879, and the price of January 26th was $2,872. So just 7 points from the high of the closing high of January 26th to where we are today. So we'll see if the S&P 500 can stay above that January 26th high as we go through September. Right now, the 5-day moving average in red is above the 20-day moving average in blue, indicating short-term strength. But the 5-day moving average has topped, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment unless they cross. The 20-day moving average in blue is above the purple 50-day moving average, indicating intermediate-term strength as well. So right now, everything is still looking okay for the S&P 500, except that since the last video and since August 29th, the S&P 500 has been in decline over the last week. But as you can see, it's nothing to be concerned with yet. In this chart of the NASDAQ 100 since November 1st, 2017, you can see that it has been in a nice uptrend since about April 2nd. And the 5-day moving average in red is still above the 20-day moving average in blue, indicating short-term strength. And the 20-day moving average in blue is above the 50-day moving average in purple, indicating intermediate-term strength as well. So right now everything is looking pretty good for the NASDAQ 100. And if you draw a trend line here from the low of June 27th up and touch the low of July 30th, you can see that we are still holding, as of right now. It came down on September 6th and it is currently in the process of bouncing off it on September 7th. And then if I draw a top trend line across here, you can see that they're pretty parallel to each other. So things are looking okay for the NASDAQ 100, unless of course next week the NASDAQ 100 turns down, breaking this lower trend line, which should open the door for lower prices for the NASDAQ. So right now everything's looking okay. We need to see where we go next week. Revisiting the charts of my favorite industry sectors right now, we have the S&P 500 Consumer Staples Stock Index, which again went from the high of January 26th down to the low of about May 3rd, and it dropped 17.3% during that time frame. And then it rallied, it went sideways for the month of May, and then the first week of June it broke out of that declining trend as represented by the yellow oval. And you can see the consumer staples has been in a very nice uptrend ever since about June 7th. So things are looking good for consumer staples still, and still remains one of my two favorite industry sectors of the week. Here is my other favorite industry sector of the week, and that is the S&P 500 Telecommunications Services Index, and it peaked back on February 1st. And if I draw a trend line from here down to the next high, which was on April 25th, that was the downtrend. We went sideways for much of the month of May, broke out the end of June, and then really went into a nice rally beginning on July 25th. And that you can see was from here up to here. And so telecommunications is in a nice uptrend, has been for about a little over a month or about 6 weeks, and is showing lots of promise. If I put the 5-day moving average in there in red and the 20-day moving average in blue, you can see that we do have a short-term weakness confirmation, but we're turning back up again, and I'm watching to see if we do make another leg higher. But if you look at the 50-day moving average and the 20, you can see that the blue 20-day moving average crossed above the purple 50 on June 29th, and that has remained to this day. And in fact, that 20-day moving average in blue is pulling up and away from the 50-day moving average, and that is a sign of increasing strength. So right now, telecommunications is also looking very good. Thanks again for watching. Before you go, please do me a favor and click the subscribe button on this YouTube channel, and then click the little bell next to it so you'll be notified whenever additional videos are posted. And in the top right hand corner of christensenwealth.com and in the summary description of this video, you will find links to the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter pages for Christensen Wealth Management. Please visit those when you have time and like or follow them while you are there. Well, have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you again in about another 7 days. Bye-bye.